guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to tell you about my Diva cup experience. This is what it looks like. And yeah, for a long time, just a little bit. Well, first of all, let me just say, if you're the type that doesn't like too much information, or likes to hear about blood, or like disgusting stuff. Well, actually, I don't even know if periods should be, or menstrual cycles should be considered as disgusting, because it's like a part of human nature ever since homegirl Eve, you know, all the way back then. So it's just like, if you're a woman, maybe you should probably continue watching this video if you care to. But yeah, as for me, for the most part, I started off using pads, as I think most girls do, and then I transitioned into tampons. But now I think I'm going to continue using this. So, I'm trying to think where I even heard about it. I think I might have saw a video on YouTube one day. And I actually didn't know that they sold these in store, but I picked mine up from Target for $39.99, and Walmart also has them for like $36.88 or something like that, crazy. But they also do sell them online, Amazon, different variations and different brands, pretty much the same thing. I think they have one called like the Buttercup, or you know, like different brands. And I was going to order one of those, but at the time I think I had just come on my menstrual cycle, or I was about to in a few days, so I just wanted to do it so I could hurry up and get to know it and learn it and do this review. Initially when I got it, well, first of all, they do come in two sizes. This one comes in model 1 and model 2, which I like because some of them, they say either small,
Mommy,
or small or large. And I don't know about you, but
and bigger.
I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to categorize my stuff as large. Like, I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, that's not really something that I want to classify myself as. But they say if you are over 30, or if you have had a child, then you should go with the larger size. Okay. Which I did, obviously, because if you can't hear my child down there talking. But I'm pretty sure, you know, I guess it just depends on the size of your cervix, or, you know, it has nothing to do with, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into some of the pros and cons that I found and that I've read up on. And actually, this girl that I went to school with is doing like a period project for homeless women, which I thought was really cool. And I thought that this Diva cup, or any kind of menstrual cup, would be a good idea. But I guess I'll start off with the cons and some of the things that she was telling me might possibly be a disadvantage for homeless women or any woman. The time that it takes to clean it versus having a tampon or a pad and, you know, just being able to throw it in the trash can, versus having to sterilize this thing with hot water, clean it, come up with, you know, sometimes they sell the solutions, but you can just use, you know, boiling hot water and maybe a tad bit of soap if you want to clean yours. So you do have to do that so it can be safe. You don't want to be inserting, you know, like the bacteria and the germs back into your vagina. So the time that it takes to clean it. And for some people, they also say that it's messy, which I will have to agree. I was in the airport when I had a leak in mine, and I just had to run, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it was just like overflowing. So I guess you also have to know your specific cycle, when your heavy days are, when your light days are. Maybe you can go a little bit over 12 hours if you want to, or maybe you have to change it every 8 hours or every 6 hours, depending on how heavy your flow is that particular day. So the time that it takes to clean it, the mess that it comes with, and even not necessarily the cup overflowing, but you have to think about it. When you're using a pad or a tampon, the blood is going to be absorbed by, you know, the cotton that's used within these different items. But with the menstrual cup, the blood is just collected, and then you have to empty it out. So you do have to definitely be prepared to get some on your hand. I mean, it's yours, and like I said, like, I'm pretty sure it's not the first time that you didn't, you know, whatever. Or maybe it is, and I don't know. But there's also a learning curve. So as I was just saying, maybe it's not or maybe it is the first time that you've, stuck your I told y'all it might be a little bit TMI. So maybe this is the first time that you try to figure out your anatomy. That's a good way to say it. But for me, again, I have a child, and I've gotten exams. I like to, just make sure everything is going okay in there. So for this menstrual cup, I'll show you guys how I inserted mine, or how some people also demonstrated that they did theirs. But this is how I have it stored right now, in this little cute cup this cute bag that it comes with. And you can also keep this in your purse if you need to when you're traveling. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And some people fold it this way and then this way and insert it, and this is the way that I was doing it first, like the U shape. But then, like, once I went a little bit, a few days into my menstrual, I decided to use this method where you just take your finger and do it like this, and then you just swoop it right in. But yeah, you definitely do have to take some time to get acclimated with yourself and the cup, trying to figure out what method works best for you. And I think the first couple of days my cup was a little, maybe I didn't have it in the right spot, or up as far as it could go, or maybe it was too low and I felt like I could feel it. Like, it just took me a while to get used to it. So it's kind of like starting your period all over again. Like when you first got in, you have to figure out how to use pads and tampons on your own. This is kind of what it's like. But I did find that the first time that I used it, or the first cycle that I used it, within a few days I was pretty comfortable doing it. Okay guys, and also I just wanted to give you like a visual before you try this. And this is barbecue sauce and ketchup. So before you start thinking like, this girl is crazy, she's taking it too far, I would never do that. But you do have to be prepared. Another con might be, you do have to be prepared to see your period. Like, this is like when I was in the airport, I literally saw everything that had come out. So I mean, hey, if you all about feminism, you all about, women power, and I mean, like, this is what it was like. So you also have to be prepared to maybe have some cleansing wipes, some baby wipes in your purse, a couple water. Manpower. Okay, we're talking about girl power right now, so you can go ahead in there. So you got to be prepared to have maybe a bottle of water to clean it, empty out if you are going to be in public. But for the most part, getting into the cons, like every 12 hours, you should probably be at home at least once in a 12-hour period, or somewhere where you feel comfortable, like in a private space, have to go to the bathroom and able to empty it out, rinse it out, dump it out, and do all of that good stuff. Okay, so getting into the pros, the number one pro for me is that this thing is a one-time buy. Like I said, they have it online for maybe $18 to $20, or you could get it for $40. But even still, if you think about it, a box of tampons for me is probably like $5 times, what, once a month? That's $60 times how many years, going on and on and on. Granted, after a couple years, you will have to replace this thing, but if you think about how much money a woman spends over the course of her life to take care of her menstrual cycle, it's thousands. And together for, every woman, it's like millions, maybe even trillions. So definitely save money, save that coin, $40, $20, and you're done for a couple of years, or maybe even 1 year, but that's still, again, less than what you would spend for pads or tampons. For me, I did find that it's easy to clean. So I just dumped it out, rinsed it out, put it back in, and at the end of my cycle, or maybe within a couple of days, sterilize it and continue using it. Earth friendly, that's another good one. Think about how many pads and tampons are in landfills right now, in the ocean right now, because so many women have to use them. So that's definitely something, like, if you're earth friendly, vegan, whatever, something to think about, that you could, you know, save waste with the paper, the actual product, the packaging that it comes in, everything to help save the earth. Longer use, like I said, some of the days within my menstrual cycle are really heavy, so I did find that I might have to change it depending on the day. Maybe every 8 hours, but for the most part on the lighter days, like, it was like I wasn't even on my period, besides the couple hours where I did have to go and making sure that it wasn't leaking. And you can also wear a liner with this as well, so that if it does leak, then hey, you're fine. So longer use, like I said, after putting it in, after a couple hours, I forgot it was even in there, honestly. And that was another thing, getting used to it for me. For the first couple days, you know, I could feel it, but then after that, my body got used to it. And the vagina, as you know, or maybe you don't know, is going to grasp, you know, like if something is in there. So it's going to, you know, make it, and yeah, you know. And another pro is the odor. So for this, like, it's in there. This is like a suction. You probably won't be able to see it, but it has like holes, 4 holes in there, and it suctions to the inside of your vagina. So I don't know about you, but sometimes, especially if you use pads, you know, like, it's waste. It's the lining of your uterus that's coming out, so it has an odor to it. And if it's coming out and it's just sitting there, chances are that I don't know about other people, but for me, I know that sometimes I smell it, and it's not a good feeling. So for this, you don't even have to worry about that, because it's inside of the vagina, and then you dump it out and it's over with. So as for me and my house, this little thing is getting a thumbs up. And on the inside, it has a 1/4 of an ounce and a 1/2 an ounce. And I guess once it's to the top, it's like a, I don't think this is a full ounce. But it also has 7.5 milliliters and 15 milliliters. And it says made in Canada. But for the most part, this is like a thumbs up. I give this a 9 out of 10. But I think the pros for the most part outweigh the cons, and I would definitely say, especially women of color, like I see maybe like a few black women on YouTube and blogs talking about it, but far way more white women talking about it. So I definitely recommend that you try something like this. I also know that they have ones that aren't reusable, or maybe you use them 1 to 2 times and then you're done, but it isn't as doesn't have as much longevity as this one does. I think they sell those at like Rite Aid or something. But as for the Diva cup, I definitely say go check it out. If you have had an experience, let me know in the comments down below. If you think about it, if you're thinking about it or trying it, then of course let me know. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.